Hey everyone, I am Anthony Scott of ToyHypeUSA.com. Today we are doing a review of the Marvel Legends, the Infinity Gauntlet Deluxe Thanos figure from Hasbro. Big thank you and a shout out to site sponsor Zavvi for providing Thanos for review. Greatly appreciate it. There's a link right in the description on YouTube where you can purchase Thanos along with other Marvel Legends figures, along with other Hasbro products at Zavvi, both UK and US, Canada store outlets. So make sure to use those links before you make any purchases. We would greatly appreciate that. If you're on the site, there's a link right under purchase in the written portion and photo gallery of this review. So go there before you make your purchase. We would greatly appreciate that. The figure is inspired from the 1991 story in Marvel Comics, which shaped the way for decades to come, as the story was referenced throughout multiple stories and everything. So this was one of the most memorable stories that Marvel ever published of all time. And it also inspired the events in the Avengers movie, Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, which I'm sure you're aware were two phenomenally done movies. Really loved them. And it also introduced the character of Thanos to a whole new generation of fans, kids, adults, everyone. It's really a phenomenal film. So this figure is inspired from the Marvel Comics story, as I said, from 1991. And as you can see, he is in the standard window box packaging for the line. The packaging and presentation is really phenomenal. You have the Infinity Gauntlet logo that you will remember from the classic comic books, along with the gems right below there. Side of the packaging gives you a look at Thanos holding the Infinity Gauntlet with the Infinity Stones inside. And it's the same thing on the other side. Top of the box, you see the Infinity Stones. And of course, the back of the box, you have Thanos sitting on his throne, along with Death right next to him. The comic was very different from the movies. So if you have a shot at obtaining a trade paperback or something, reading it online, I strongly suggest reading the story. Very well done. It was one of the best stories of all time, and it really did phenomenal for Marvel during its run. So again, make sure to read it. It's one of my favorite stories of all time. So also on the back of the packaging, you also have a description of Thanos in multiple languages, which you see right there. So what I'm going to do now is open this up and let's take a closer look. Here is your in-hand look at this new Thanos figure from Hasbro. As you can see, he's big, he's bulky, nice, shiny, metallic gold colors. There's also a dark blue in there. Dark blue is various washes, which you see there. So there's a mix of both light and dark blue that you see on the outfit there. This is definitely a phenomenally done figure that they're offering here. Let's take a look at all the sides. Here's a back view of Thanos. Let's take a look here. Here's a closer look at his head sculpt with the open mouth, and there's also a bit of a grin to it. You also see his lip up a little bit more on this side, which is very nicely done. There's been some mixed reviews about this particular Thanos figure. I, however, think he's very well done. I really have no issues with him, personally. On this particular sample, the paint apps look good and the sculpting looks good. And here's a look at the back of him. So there's really no bleeding or anything between the yellow, or I should say metallic gold, and blue throughout this sculpt. Here's even a closer look at the head. Here's a look at the figure, giving you a look at some points of articulation, such as the double hinged knees, which you see back there. The rest of it is pretty much standard for the line, especially if you're familiar with Marvel Legends, especially in the past few years. So you see the double hinged knees in the back there. And on this particular figure, he can stand on one foot as shown, which is definitely a nice touch, as long as you turn him to the side a little bit so the weight can carry on that one foot. Here's another look at the figure. These two hand sculpts, these are not the Infinity Gauntlet, these are just his standard gloves. And we're going to take a look at the Infinity Gauntlet hands in a moment. But wanted to give you guys a look here. On this figure, two parts are made of a softer plastic, including the area around the head, laying over the torso here, and also the area around the hips, which just rest as shown. You see how it's loose fitting. Here's a look at one of the Infinity gloves right here. This one has the stone, and unlike the other one, this is not the snapping finger. This is the open grip hand. You see each one of the Infinity stones are individually painted, and there's also no bleeding going on between the stone and the metallic gold on the glove. This other hand sculpt is also swappable with the left hand, and it's another Infinity glove with the snapping finger. So he snaps his finger, and at least in the comic, the entire universe dies. In the movie, it was half. The comic, it was everybody. So here we have a closer look at that hand. You see that really nice snap effect of the two fingers touching. And you see the Infinity Stones on the glove. There's the other one. This isn't the first time that Thanos has been giving the snapping finger Infinity Glove. Hasbro just released a Avengers Infinity War 5-pack with Thanos and the Black Order. So this Thanos figure also had that snapping finger effect, which now, for the first time, is also offered for a comic-inspired Thanos figure. So this is definitely a very nice done sculpting, and a great idea to give fans a different way to display the figure. Thanos is also no stranger to the Marvel Legends line. He's been offered in previous years, and here's a comparison with two other Thanos figures that Hasbro had offered. The one on the left is closer to this one, but as you can see, this new release, the one in the middle, brand new sculpt, brand new head, brand new parts, 100% new. And let's turn them around, giving you guys a look. Comparing it to these two guys, I think the one in the middle is the best. They really did a stellar job on it. The bulk is, the sculpt is slightly bulkier, more muscular, and he even stands just a hair taller, which is pretty cool. Thanos also comes with an interchangeable head. This is the King Thanos head from a story arc that took place years after the Infinity Gauntlet. So this head sculpt has the crown on there, a long beard, and as you can see, nicely done facial details on that as well. There's a look there. The crown, the top of it is made of soft plastic. And here's a look at the back of it. Here's another comparison with the other two Thanos figures that I just showed you, but I wanted to give you guys a comparison with the different head sculpts, which you see there. Here's a closer look at him with the Infinity Gauntlet. Again, this comes with two different Infinity Gauntlets, the one with the open grip hand and the other one with the snapping fingers. Overall, this is the best comic-inspired Thanos figure that we've ever gotten in the Marvel Legends line. The likeness, sculpt, and especially the deco is just so phenomenally done. I'm personally loving this release. He's a vast improvement over what's been previously offered. So my recommendation is go buy him, enjoy him. He's a great figure. I think you guys will love him. Thank you again to Zavvi for providing Thanos for review. Greatly appreciate that. To purchase him and other Hasbro products at Zavvi, please use our link so it can be tracked. I would greatly appreciate that. Again, it's in the description on YouTube, as well as on the written portion and photo gallery segment of this review on toyhypeusa.com. Link also in the YouTube description. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and share this video as it tells YouTube to share it with more people. Thanks, guys.